Hey everyone, I wanted to teach you a little bit about how your nervous system works. So this is super important to understand because as you gain control of an understanding and then the control of certain parts of your body, specifically the nervous system, it has a vast control of other areas of your body. Now, I believe as a chiropractor too, it's one of the most underlooked systems in your body. So people think of what's the most important part of your body? They always would say cardiovascular or the immune system. Now, the nervous system is one of these primary systems in the body that it directs traffic and it tells the rest of your body what to do. So how your nervous system is working is really important in all the other systems in your body. So it's really the master control system. So you really want to think about that. And when we think about your central nervous system and your brain and your spinal cord, we really want to understand how we can enhance the central nervous system's ability to control the body and regulate the body. So the autonomic nervous system, so when you hear autonomic, what you really think about is automatic. So this is the system in your body that controls things like your heart rate, it controls your blood pressure, it controls your respiration rate, controls digestion. Some of these major processes that go on in your body that you never have to think about. So think about this for a second. If you cut your finger, do you have to think about it healing, or does it just figure out a way to heal on itself? Or when you eat food, you don't have to consciously think, okay, stomach, let's get the right pH and break this food down, or getting some of your other digestive system to send the right enzymes. And you don't have to think about any of that stuff. It happens automatically. So really, when we're thinking about the autonomic system, we're thinking about the automatic system. And it has two parts. It has the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. So when we say sympathetic, what we really mean is your fight or flight system. So this is the system that if you had to run away from something, or if you got really scared, you would feel your heart rate rise really quickly, you feel your blood pressure increase, and that would allow you to have the energy to mobilize and get out of danger or out of trouble. So this is an innate system, meaning that it's inborn in your body and it's there for a reason to protect your body. But what happens is that our daily lives now are so stressful that people are caught and stuck in a pattern of sympathetic dominance. And what that means is that your sympathetic hormones that are really just designed to get you out of trouble, they're triggered really easily or they're triggered constantly. So what happens is when your sympathetic system is on overdrive, it has a negative effect on lots of other parts of your body. Specifically, it can affect your cardiovascular system and your digestive system and your hormonal system and your immune system. So when your sympathetic system is on overdrive or it's on too much of the time, what happens is your body secretes and releases these stress hormones, and they have a negative consequence in your body over long term. In the short term, it's no problem. We often compare to other mammals. So for example, if you were in the woods and you saw a deer and you went to scare the deer, it would jump away, it would run away, and then 5 minutes later, it'd go back to grazing. Where for us, if we ran into a situation or a stressful situation, we'd probably still be thinking about that stressful situation for the rest of the day. We talk about it with our neighbors, we talk about it with our work people, and we would just keep going on and on and on. So we would relive that same stressful situation. So what happens in our day-to-day now is that when we undergo stress, it's like we never get away from it. And we really need to engage more of our parasympathetic system. So when I say parasympathetic system, I want you to think of your rest and digest. So this is a system that has to be activated in order for your body to slow down, for you to get deep, restful sleep, in order for you to digest food and eliminate food. All of that happens with your parasympathetic system. So there's lots of ways that you can modulate this system and stimulate the parasympathetics. Now, as a chiropractor, one of the ways that we can do that, if you're a patient of ours, this is great information for you because we're always doing that. We're always trying to stimulate the parasympathetics on our patients that we feel are in overdrive, or we can see from their body that it's out of balance or that the hormones and stress hormones are out of balance. So when we're working on specific parts of the spine, we're doing that because we want to enhance the ability of the parasympathetic system to regulate your body. There's other ways that we can do that. We're going to teach you those ways in this program. But it's important that you understand really why we need to talk about this and its importance on every other system in your body. So to summarize, what we want to do is we want to recognize if our body's in sympathetic dominance, meaning it feels like you're always under stress, or we call it wired and tired, where at the end of the day, it's like the last thing you want to do is be wide awake, but you can't fall asleep because your brain won't shut off. Or through your day, you're just going through these massive cycles of ups and downs, or energy depletion, or you're really tired when you're trying to get out of bed. These are just some examples when people's sympathetic system is out of whack, or they have a lot of trouble with elimination and digestion. This is another thing that happens because essentially when your sympathetics are on, it's going to force blood flow and energy into your extremities, and it's going to increase your heart rate and your blood pressure, thinking that you have to get away from something, and you don't. And when you do that continuously, the blood flow and energy to your organs decreases, and then it makes it really difficult for you to digest food and to eliminate food. So if your body feels like it's out of balance, or feels like you're not getting restful sleep and deep sleep, then your body is out of balance, and what we need to do is get it back in balance so you can experience optimal health.